Hi my grade 11 students. In the last video, we have discussed about how to prepare financial statements. It means profit and loss statement and statement of financial position. On that day, we have done all level past paper questions. In this video, I am going to discuss any other year all level paper question with explaining all the adjustments. After this question, I'll give a summary for you in the lesson to revise your memory. Now we move to the question. The trial balance of Kavindu's business for the year ended 31st December 2017 is as follows. Land and building 300,000. Then you can write down these values and these items where we record land and building, non-current assets, capital where statement of financial position we write. Then distribution vehicle where non-current assets. Distribution vehicle provision for depreciation as at 1st of January 2017, right? So that one goes to the non-current assets category. Do you remember accumulated depreciation column? Accumulated depreciation column, cost, accumulated depreciation, net book value, cost, accumulated depreciation, net book value, right? Then this provision for depreciation we write in the middle column, accumulated depre. Then stock as at 1st of January 2017 to calculate where cost of sales. 9% bank loan where non-current liability. Purchase to calculate cost of sales. To calculate cost of sales, we take it. Sales on the top we write. On the top we write. Right? On the top we can write. Where? In the statement of financial position. No. Where? Profit and loss statement on the top we write. Sales. What we write in the statement of financial position? Very simple question, no? We know this everything. What we write? Assets, capital and liabilities, right? What you write in the profit and loss statement? Income and expense. I will teach you a summary after this question. Salaries, where? Administration expense. Debtors, current assets. Creditors, current liability. Yeah. Discount received, where? Other income. Discount allowed, where? Discount allowed. We allow the discount. Do you remember? Try to remember. Where? It goes where? Discount allowed. Distributing expense. Then carriage inwards. Do you remember carriage inwards? It goes to calculate cost of sales, no? It goes to calculate cost of sales. Then bank interest paid, financial expense. Then bad debts, distributing expense. Bad debts, yeah, distributing expense. Electricity charges, how much? 2000 administration expense. Rate 200 via administration. Cash balance current assets. This is the way. Now you know well this because we have done lot of questions. Then you can remember what is the method. You know the style. When you do this question in O-level exam, you follow the procedure what I have taught you. How do you do? Remember, try to remember. What? When you read the question, while you are reading the question, the same time you can use in your pen or pencil, you can mark this item where we record. It's very easy for you. You can save the time in the exam also, right? It will give great help to you to make easy A pass for this subject, right? So then you remember, when you read the question, the same time you mark by using your pen or pencil this item where we write current assets so, non-current assets so, current liability or non-current liability or administration distributing no in then it goes where you can easy to mark it. Then while you are reading the same time you can do this, right? Then you can save the time. If some student they are reading first, then again they read to classify the items, right? So then you take double time, right? So while you are reading the same time you can mark these items where it goes, right? It's easy method, right? Then next one, stock asset 31st December 2017 25,000. You know closing stock the same way. Every year they will give the closing stock under the additional information as the first one. It goes two places where under the current assets you write, the other place is where cost of sales, right? Then distribution vehicle should be depreciated annually 10% on straight line method. Straight line method means, right? Straight line method means every day when you calculate the depreciation, you consider the value of the cost of the non-current assets. You consider the cost of the non-current assets to calculate the depreciation. The 10%, 100,000, 10,000, 200,000 into 10%, 20,000, 500 into 10%, 50,000. Like the every time you consider the cost of the property to calculate depreciation under the straight line method. But there's another method, decline method, but it is not in your syllabus, right? Okay. Now 1,200 has been decided to written off as bad debts. You know, bad debts is connected with the debtors. Bad debts is connected with the debtors. So you have to remove that 1,200 value from the debtors as bad debts. You know the method, right? We have done a lot of questions like this, right? Now you go to the question. To draw the question, you have to go to the question to draw it, right? Now you can draw. First one is profit and loss statement. Profit and loss statement. Okay. Right. Now this is the profit and loss statement. On the top you can write name of the business, name of the account and time period, right? It's easy when the same time we can draw the, if you can draw the profit and statement of financial position. Okay, now here on the top you write name of the business. What's the name of the business? We can find it. They have given it, no? Right? They have given it. Kavindu's business. Right? Kavindu's business. Then you go to the top of the profit and loss statement. There you write Kavindu's business. Right? Kavindu's business. Kavindu's business. Kavindu's business. Profit and loss statement for the year ended 31st December, when I think I remember 2017, no? Yeah, 2017, yeah. Year ended 31st December 2017. Okay. On the top what we write? You know the method. On the top you write sales, then cost of sales, then opening stock, then purchase, after that are there any expenses related to the purchase? We can give the space. Then we write what? Closing stock. After that what you can see? Gross profit. After that what? Other income. Right? Other income. You give the space to write other income. After that say expenses. No, first we write what? Distributing expense, right? Distributing expense. Then you give the space. You can count how many distributing expense that you have marked on the paper, right? Now you give the enough space to write the distributing. After that administration expense. Then financial expense. Right, okay, that side finish. Now we move to the statement of financial position, right? In the statement of financial position also we have to write the name of the business. What's the name of the business? Not a different name, same name. Kavindu's business. Statement of financial position, yeah, asset, right? Yes, at 31st December 2017, right? Here when you write the non-current assets, you remember we have to write here. There are 3 columns, but this column we stop here. Why? We don't continuously draw the first column. Why? Generally we use it only up to non-current assets, right? We can erase this, right, like this, but no need that. But this I think there's a, yeah, it's okay. You don't you neglect this column, right? So okay, now Here current assets that area. Here, yeah, current asset this area. Current assets. Then capital. Capital plus net profit. Then non-current liability. Non-current liability. After that, current liability. Okay. Now, we move to the question. Here we can fill non-current assets area also. Non-current assets, right? Cost, accumulated depreciation, net book value. You must remember this column expand only up to this level, right? We don't expand this column to down like this, right? We have to draw cost column only for this, right? After other two only, there are only two columns after the non-current assets area, right? Okay. Now you got the additional information. You know the method. First we do the additional information. Closing stock. Stock as at 31st December 2017 is 25,000. 25,000. Yeah, 25,000. It is the closing stock. Closing stock. It goes two places. Where? Under the current assets we write closing stock. The other place is to calculate cost of sales in the profit and loss statement. Right? How much? 25,000. This is 25,000. It goes, right? 25,000. Here current assets. Okay, closing stock. Closing stock. 25,000. Okay. Then closing stock 25,000 here. Within brackets. Within brackets. Right? Okay. Now, next additional information. Distribution vehicle should be depreciated annually at 10% on straight line method. I taught you before I do the question, start the question, I taught you straight line method means to calculate the depreciation on cost using the given percentage, right? Now you find the value of the distributing vehicle. Now you can find the value of the, value means cost, cost of the distribution vehicle, you take 10% on it, right? Then now we go to the question and you see the cost of the distribution vehicle, right? Now distribution vehicle you can see 400,000 into 10%. Into 10%. You never take distribution vehicle provision for depreciation value, right? Some student by mistake, they take what? Not the cost. There are two distribution vehicle. What is that? See here. I taught you, you pay your highly attention here, right? When you refer this one time, this is distribution vehicle. This one also distribution vehicle. Some student take what? Not the cost, they take the provision for depreciation value. You never do that, right? You never do that. You don't do that. Every time when they give the depreciation percentage, you consider only the cost of the relevant property. Here cost is 400,000, right? Now I'll do the calculations here. I'll do the calculations, right? If you want, I can do this calculation in this space, right? 400,000 into 10%. Then how much? 40,000. Remember, this is the annual depreciation. It goes to the profit and loss statement. You must remember, when they give the depreciation percentage under the additional information, you must calculate that percentage. You must calculate that percentage, and that answer you don't forget to record in the profit and loss statement. It must go to the profit and loss statement. Profit and loss statement, right? Profit and loss statement. After recording this answer in the profit and loss statement, you think the second time what? How, if they have given any amount of provision for depreciation to the relevant property, according to this question, what is the relevant property? Vehicle. After recording this 40,000 in the profit and loss statement, second time, you think if they have given any amount of provision for depreciation related to this vehicle, check it first. Yeah, actually they have given. And how much? Distribution vehicle provision for depreciation, how much? 60,000. You can see here. I draw a circle now, too easy to see you. 60,000. They have given. What is the meaning of this? Remember, this is vehicle depreciation as at 1st of January 2017. They already used this vehicle in the previous years also. Until 1st of January in this year. Until 1st of January in this year, they already used 60,000 worth of value from the given machine, not the machine, from the given vehicle. But from 1st of January to 31st December in 2017, during this period also we have used this, we have used this vehicle. During this year depreciation is the 10% into 400,000, we got the value how much? 40,000. That's why only this 40,000 we bring to the this year profit and loss statement. But when we got to the 31st December 2017, end of this year, how much the total provision for depreciation? How much? 40,000 givens already given. No, 60,000 already given. 60,000 already given. But only for this year, how much? 40,000, then 60,000. Last year, then how much? 100,000. Where you write this one? This total accumulated depreciation, it goes to the accumulated depreciation column. This is last year. Last year, this year, 40,000, the total depreciation is accumulated depreciation. It goes to the accumulated depreciation column under the non-current assets. I think you understood. Yeah, if not, after this question, one by one I explain adjustments, right? Okay. Now, see here and you write how much the vehicle depreciation, distribution vehicle. What is the better place to write? Vehicle depreciation. Vehicle depreciation 40,000. Vehicle depreciation 40,000. Vehicle depreciation 40,000. How much the accumulated depreciation? Accumulated depreciation. Vehicle how much? 400,000. Accumulated how much? 100,000. Here 300,000. 300,000. Right? Now, go to the next adjustment. 1,200 has been decided to written off as bad debts. 1,200. 1,200 you remove from the debtors. 1,200 you remove from the debtors, right? Now you find the value of the debtor first. First you find the value of the debtor. Debtor value is given in the question. How much? Where is it? Yeah, 20,000, no? Can you see? This is right? This is 20,000. You remove 1,200 from this, 1,200 from this. Yes, now see here, I do the calculations down here. I think everyone write down this workings. It will give big help for you. Debtors. How much? 20,000. But what they tell now? From this 20,000, they tell to write off 1,200 dash bad debts. Then you remove it. This is the bad debts. Yeah. Then how much? How much? 18,800. Am I correct? Check. Yeah, correct. This is a real data. This value where we write under the current assets. This value where we write under the distributing expense. But there's a problem here. What's the problem? Not like in the previous question. In the previous question, the previous video, we did the same bad debts calculation. Then how we have done it? We calculate the bad debts and we have written under the distributing, and the same amount you subtract from the debtors. Then after the subtracting that bad debts value, we write the balance of the debtor under the current assets. That's okay. But in this question, there's a special thing. What is that? They already given bad debts amount in the question. See, you can see it here. I'll show you now, right? You see clearly the question here. Can you see? Oh, can't. I use the red color here. Why? To highlight that thing here. So they easy to understand for you, right? 800. Given no, not given no. Remember, you never subtract given bad debts portion inside of the trial balance from the debtors. You never deduct the value that had been given inside of the trial balance as bad debts. Every day from the debtors you can deduct only the amount of bad debts given under the additional information. Under the additional information. Under the additional information, right? But when you calculate the total bad debts, trial balance mentioned bad debts plus additional information given bad debts, that total amount you can write under the distributing expense. I think you understood. I'll repeat it. What? They will give write off 10% no, 1,200 no, 3,000 no, any amount or any percentage on the debtors as bad debts. Then what do you want to do? That given percentage or the given value you deduct from the debtors. Only that amount you deduct from the debtors. After that, after deducting that additional information given value from the debtors, net debtor value you write under the current assets. Under the current assets. But you know, now you already have bad debts calculated value. Then you check 2-3 times, have they given any amount of bad debts inside of the trial balance? Here you can see some amount. Then what you do? Do you deduct that amount again from the debtors? No. That bad debts and you found bad debts, the total you write under the distribution. That's the way. Right? Okay. In this question, now 800 amount of bad debts given in the question. So, distributing expense category you write what? Bad debts. Bad debts. I used another color. Why? To indicate the easy to understand, because I changed the color, not like normal double entry, normal adjustments, right? I use red color here. Then 2,000 you put here. Yeah, within brackets if you want I can enter here 1200 plus 800, right? But you must remember 18,800 you write where? Under the current assets as bad debts. See the current assets where? Yeah, here. Debtors, here debtors, how? 20,000 minus 1,200, right? 18,800. Now I use the red color to indicate that value. Why? It's very important adjustment. We never met this kind of adjustment in the previous question, right? Okay. Now go to the next one. This is the last one. I think you understood well. Now I move to the details, the mention given on the top of the question, right? Now, yeah, land and building 300,000, land and building 300,000. Remember when you write this here vehicle, right? Vehicle we wrote on the top, right? Land and building should come, land and building should come before this vehicle. Why? You know the liquidity. Liquidity means how long you take to convert a certain asset into cash with minimum losses. That time period is called what? Liquidity. According to the liquidity, less liquidity value assets should come first. Think about this. Land and building. The other one is vehicle. Which one can be solved immediately? I tell about land and building or vehicle, right? You can quickly sell your vehicle than land and building. So, less liquidity value have for the land, so land should come first. When you do the question, every day, practically you give the one line because general land and building is not depreciated, right? Under the additional information they give only the depreciable related assets details, right? The 10%, no 5% they will give to calculate depreciation on non-current assets. But land and building, even though they have given inside of the question, but we don't know, but sometime we may forget, no, right? So every time when you do the practically the question, what you give space to write land and building, then you can start when you do the adjustment, you can start when you with the vehicle or computer or something like that. So you can write after giving free space to write land and building, right? Here now what I want to do, then no place to record land and building, no place to record here. There's a problem. When I write land and building the second one, so it's wrong. Then what do you want to do? I have to erase, so I have to cut this column. First I write land and building. Second I write what? Vehicle. Then how do you prevent this difficulty? Hereafter, when in the O-level exam paper also, when you write the depreciation, computer depreciation maybe, it may be vehicle depreciation, it may be furniture depreciation. Anyway, when you write the depreciation, when you calculate the depreciation, you know we have to record this detail in the non-current assets area. No? That time you must remember, you must give free line to record land and building, right? If they have given, we can use that space. If they have not given, it's okay, no issue. They never cut off marks from you, right? So then what I want to do, I use the red color, then vehicle, I don't write, it should come second one, right? Then what? First I write what? Land. Then I use the same color, land. After that what? Vehicle. Land how much? See it, you can pick the details here. It's I think, yeah, land and building 300,000. Land and building 300,000, right? 300,000. 300,000. Then no accumulated, so here also 300,000. Then correct or wrong? Vehicle, no, it's wrong. It should be what? Vehicle how much? Vehicle same value, no? Vehicle same value, huh? 400,000. Here 100,000. Here 300,000, same value, but the building is how much? Building, land and building 300,000. Is there any accumulated? No, the same value you put to this corner column. Yeah, that is the way, right? Now, okay. Then capital is given, the same question, capital is given 500,000. I use the blue color now, right? Capital 500,000. I use different color, red and especially red color I used to write the value sums. If I want to highlight some adjustment, so I use the red color, right? But all others are if the normal general entries, no, so I use the blue color to write them. Okay, now next, land and building okay, capital is okay, distribution vehicle and distribution provision for depreciation also okay. Stock, opening stock 25,000, opening stock 25,000, opening stock 25,000. Here we write opening stock 25,000. Then 9% bank loan, 9% bank loan 100,000, 9% bank loan 100,000. When they give this kind of adjustment, some detail, you consider, you clearly you search, is there any bank loan interest expense inside of the question, whether it's available or not, available or not. See, we can see it. Here I put the star mark to indicate that value, right? Bank interest paid how much? 1,500. If I use the same color, it's difficult to see you, so then I use another color here like this, 4,500, right? They have given bank loan interest paid 4,500. Now we'll see how to do, right? Now, 9% is given, 9%, right? 9% means here I use the bank loan. You have to write down this whole bank loan. Percentage is 9 into 100,000. Okay. Then 9 over 100 into 100,000. How much the annual bank loan interest? How much? 9,000. Don't think twice. When you get the answer, you must write this answer where? In the profit and loss statement. In the profit and loss statement, don't think twice, you must write it. In the previous videos also, you can recheck it again. I have followed the same way. After find the interest, you must write it in the profit and loss statement. If they have not given any amount of bank loan interest paid inside of the trial balance, what's the meaning of that? They didn't pay even 1 cent. They didn't pay even 1 cent regarding the bank loan as interest. The how much you write in the profit and loss statement under the financial expense category as bank loan interest, the same amount you have to write under the current liabilities also. Why? You didn't pay any payment. But not like this, but this question is not like in the previous. Why? They have given paid bank loan interest. How much? I highlighted there. How much? They have paid out 4,500. See, bank loan interest paid how much? 4,500. But annual interest how much? 9,000. Annual interest 9,000. Then you go to the annual interest where we write. Where you write annual interest, financial expense, right? Under the financial expense you write, right? I use the red color. Again, why? I taught you very special adjustments. If I want to show you special adjustments, so I use the red color. Bank loan interest, if not loan interest. How much? 9,000. Right? 9,000. But can you write the full amount of 9,000 under the current liability now? Can't. Why? They have paid how much? 4,500 out of this. Then you have to pay only more how much? The other 4,500. If they have given 5,000 inside of the trial balance as paid bank loan, it means 9,000 minus subtract 5,000. The 4,000 goes under the current liability. Under the current liability. Right? Okay. Now loan interest. 9,000 is the annual bank loan interest. Under the current liability you write. What you write? Under the current liability you write accrued loan interest. Loan interest. How much? 4,500. Not here. 4,500. Because I taught you this column is not related to this question, right? Okay. Don't forget to mention the bank loan. Bank loan. How much? 100,000. It goes to the corner because only one item we have under the non-current liability. Non-current liability. Now I think you understood well. Again I explain it. When they give the percentage with the bank loan, you calculate that percentage. That answer you must write under the financial expense. After that, you check whether they have given or not regarding the bank loan interest inside of the trial balance. If they have not given, so the same amount you can write under the current liability. It means they didn't pay even 1 cent. But if they have given any amount of bank loan interest inside of the trial balance, you must remember how much you have written under the financial expense category as bank loan interest. From that amount you minus, you subtract, you deduct the given amount inside of the trial balance. The balance you write under the current liability. You never forget to record bank loan amount under the non-current liability. Okay. Now, next, move to the question. Yeah, 9%. Purchase 150,000, sells 240,000. Purchase 150. Purchase 150. Purchase 150. Purchase 150. Yeah. Sales on the top 240. Yeah. Now next. Salaries 8,000. Debtors we have taken. No? Salaries 8,000. Creditors 17,000. Creditors 17,000. Creditors 17,000 here. Current liability. Creditors 17,000. Okay. Now discount received 3,000. Discount allowed 1,000. Discount received 3,000. Discount received 3,000. Discount received 3,000. Discount allowed how much? Discount allowed 1,000. Discount allowed 1,000. Yeah, carriage inwards 1,005. Bank interest already taken. No? Bad debts also taken. Electricity 2,000. That we need only here. Carriage inwards 1,005. Electricity 2,000. Carriage inwards, where we write? Carriage inwards 1,005. Under the purchase we had write 1,005. Okay. 2,000 is the electricity. It comes under the administration. 2,000 electricity. Okay. Then what's the last one? Yeah. Rates 200. Cash balance 7,000. Rate 200. Rates 200. Cash balance 7,000. Cash balance 7,000. Cash balance 7,000. Right? 7,000. Okay. Now all the details are finished, but we have to get the total. We have to calculate the gross profit. We have to calculate the net profit, and we have to bring the net profit to the capital account. Right? Now first we go to the profit and loss statement. Then you add these all to 175,000, 176,500, 176,500. Then here 500, 151,500. Then this is a cost of sale. Then you can find the gross profit 0, 0, 88,500 is the gross profit, right? Only one other income, it's 3,000. Then how much? 91,500. Right, now we move to the, these details, right? Then $43,000. Here 10,200. Here 9,000. You add these all. See how much? 200. Put in the brackets, right? Why? You have to subtract it, no? Here 12. 62,200, right? Put in the brackets. Then you see the how much? Net profit 300. $29,300. Yeah. In front of the net profit, you know what we have to written? What we have to write? Net profit carried to capital account. Net profit carried to capital account, right? 29,300. You bring this value where? To the statement of financial position under the capital. 29,300. 29,300. 29,300. Actually, then here 529,300. Then you go to the top. How much here? Cost column 700,000. Then 100,000. Then 600,000. Go to the current assets area. Now you go to the current assets area. Here 800. Here 50,800, right? You bring this value to the corner 50,800. Why? Because we have written some details here, no? But I told you not to draw this one. If you have written this all the values in the second column, then we can bring to the total to the third column. But here we additionally we add extra column, but I told you not to draw this corner column, right? Okay, now 600,000. Here down you can see 50,800. Then finally we can get the total 650,800. 650,800. Now we go to the next area. Here 529,300. Again we have to bring, right? Now Bank loan 100,000. That's okay. Now we add these all. Here 23,000, 21,500, 21,500, and finally you can get the total. Here 800. Yeah, 650, 800. Both sides are equal now, right? Both sides are equal. You know, according to the accounting equation, what is the base of the statement of financial position? Base is what? Accounting equation. At the beginning, I have taught you assets equal capital plus liability, right? There are two types of assets. What are they? What are they? I analyze the now question here. This area non-current assets, then here what? Current assets. Total assets are 650, 800, right? Then asset side finish, capital plus liability. Liability, you know, we can classify into two categories, non-current liabilities and current liabilities. Then capital plus liability also how much? 600 and 650 and 800, right? Okay, now in this question a little different, not like in the previous question, but I'll give a summary for you. I'll give a summary of the lesson. Before finish the lesson, I'll give a summary. What's the summary? Remember, when the question is provided 10% no, 20% no, 15% no, any percentage, to calculate depreciation, you calculate the depreciation, you find the value. That answer you write in the profit and loss statement. For an example, you look at here, you remember the furniture, right? Furniture cost is given at cost is given 500,000 in the question, right? Furniture, again they will give furniture, provision for depreciation, they will give asset. Definitely this debt is given on the first of the accounting period, right? 2018 you think? Yeah. They will give another value, right? They will give another value, you think 100,000? Yeah. Right? Every time when you calculate the depreciation, you must take not the 100,000. Every time you take how much? 500,000. Why? Definitely the business depreciation is calculated on cost of the relevant property. Some students by mistake, right? So they take 100,000 and then it's wrong. These are the common mistakes were done by the student. That's why I highlighted this each point to you, right? Now, then when they give the 10% to calculate depreciation, then you take 100,000, no 500,000, say 500,000, right? Into 10%. Yeah, how much? 50,000. Remember where we write this profit and loss statement, don't think twice. This is this year depreciation. They don't think about the given depreciation inside of the trial balance till now, right? Later we have to consider. 50,000 you must write in the profit and loss statement. After writing the calculated value in the profit and loss statement, now you refer how much the given provision for depreciation in the question to the same property? How much it was given? 100,000. Yeah. This year how much? 50,000. 150,000 you write where? Do you remember the area? Yeah, where? Like this. What? Non-current assets area. Cost, accumulated depreciation, net book value, right? Here 500,000 you write, but here you write the question is given 100,000, this year portion 50,000, 150,000. 150,000. Then finally net value you put here. This is the method, right? I think now you understood well regarding the depreciation. If they have not given any provision for depreciation inside of the question, how much you have written in the profit and loss statement, the same value you can write here. You think they have not given that 100,000, here you have to put 500,000, not the 100,000, 50,000 this year depreciation, and it becomes 450,000. Right? I think you understood well. Now I'll explain you another adjustment. It is bank loan. Right? Remember, the question will provide to you this bank loan. 10%. The value is you think 100,000. Somewhere when they give more details, finally they have given the same trial balance, they will give loan interest. They will give 2,000, you think? Yeah, 2,000. Try to understand what is this. Then you remember, so here when they give the bank loan interest, yeah, you calculate 10% how much? Then 10,000, you know, I think you remember this 10,000 you write, yeah, profit and loss statement. What is the meaning of this? This is the amount that you have paid. Then 10,000 is the annual bank loan interest, already paid 2,000. 10,000 minus 2,000, 8,000 you write where? Under the current liability. This is the way. Right? We have done these kind of adjustments in the previous questions. Why I highlighted it here? Because most of the students, they will do some mistakenly, they use another wrong values, right? So I think you understood well this everything, right? You can rewatch my old videos to understand previous parts. Okay, then we'll meet in the next lesson in the next video. Thanks a lot. Okay, bye.